evening, viewers located here in Gainesville, Florida, and the surrounding counties. My name is Amy Jones, and I'm the newest and youngest reporter here with WCJB TV 20 News. I want to start off with saying that the country that we have always known will never be the same. This Friday night, I'm coming to you with tragic news about an event that happened around 12:30 today, Central Time in Dallas, Texas. 3 shots were fired from the 6th floor of a building, in Dealey Plaza. The president of our country, Mr. John F. Kennedy, the Texas Governor John Connally, and both of their wives were traveling in a convertible during the 10-mile presidential motorcade as part of Mr. John F. Kennedy's presidential campaign, and were in Dealey Plaza at the time these shots were fired. Unfortunately, the 35th president of our country, Mr. John F. Kennedy, the Texas Governor, Mr. John Connally, were both shot. Mr. John F. Kennedy was shot twice, and Mr. John Connally was shot once. They were both rushed to Parkland Hospital, where unfortunately Mr. John F. Kennedy did not survive his injuries. He was pronounced dead at 1 p.m. During this tragic time, the 35th Vice President of our country, Mr. Lyndon B. Johnson, was also traveling in a presidential motorcade, but with 3 cars behind them when the events occurred. At 1:15 p.m., a Dallas patrolman officer named T.J. Tippett was also shot and killed just 1 hour and 15 minutes after Mr. John F. Kennedy was pronounced dead at the scene, and an hour after the Dallas patrolman was killed. Lee Harvey Oswald was arrested for the shooting of the Dallas patrolman officer and the assassination of Mr. John F. Kennedy. After the shooting, the First Lady, Mr. John F. Kennedy's wife, and the 35th Vice President were taken back to the Air Force One base in Dallas Love Field. Also taken back with them was Mr. John F. Kennedy's body. Around 2:38 p.m., Mr. Lyndon B. Johnson, the 35th former Vice President of the United States, was sworn in as the new 36th President of the United States. He was aboard the airplane, getting ready to head back to Washington, D.C. when this event happened. The swearing-in was witnessed by around 30 people, including Mr. John F. Kennedy's wife. She was still wearing the same suit that was splattered with her husband's blood. For future updates on this, remember to tune back here to WCJB, and we're sure to keep you updated.